There's a new effort to once again hear the roar of hydroplanes racing on the Ohio River in Evansville. The big boats once drew tens of thousands of people to Evansville's riverfront, and Owensboro hosted hydroplane racing just this past year. Now, a newly formed group has set its sights on holding racing events in Evansville in August of next year. Now, plans are also calling for a festival with live music, food trucks. Organizers just gathered for their first ever meeting, setting goals and getting the news out there about these hydroplanes. And we want to know more about this, so we've asked Christopher Phillips. He is the president of the newly formed, or actually, the committee itself may not be that new, but the fact that you're actually meeting is the Evansville Regatta Committee, here in the studio to talk more about this. Tell me, what do you envision for this event?
With this first event, we're just trying to bring back the racing, and we want to go with a festival like what we used to have back with the Freedom Festival.
But it'll be right there on the Evansville riverfront at Dress Plaza?
Dress Plaza. We're looking at a food truck festival, 10 to 15 food trucks, 2 concerts, one on Friday night, one on Saturday night. We're looking at bringing in 50 boat teams.
Okay, so you have reached out to some teams and they're interested in this?
They run through the sanctioning organization of GPA, it's Grand Prix America.
Okay, so are those what we remember as the big unlimited hydroplanes that were here back in the heyday? What?
No, these are boats that run a Chevrolet 350 cubic inch engine.
Okay.
They have the roar that everybody remembers from the heyday.
Absolutely.
They run that, and then they run smaller engines. So a lot of boats run 4-cylinder engines, but it still has the supercharged roar to them that people are wanting.
Definitely the fun and the competition and all that kind of stuff will be there.
The way that we'll run it with as many classes as we'll have is there won't be any downtime.
Oh, really?
Whereas when we used to run the Unlimiteds here, you may get 2 hours between races, and we look to have boats on the river all day long.
Well, that leads me to my next question, because I think that's really important to have that, because that downtime kind of, people lost a little bit of interest there. You know, up until way back in 1979 till like 2009, we had hydroplane racing right here on the river. It kind of lost a little bit of its luster. Attendance dropped off. Yeah. Then Owensboro took it up for a couple of years more recently. The first year they even lost money on it. How do you intend to make this one work? How do you want this one to be successful? What's your key here that's going to make it different?
We're looking at affordability and entertainment, just bringing in acts for the concerts that people want to hear. Okay. Not trying to price ourselves out with big name acts, but bring maybe more local music, bands that people know in the area. And then we were talking today about doing a single-day discounted bracelet to get you in for like the concert that night and the races for the day, but it would be just a one-man or single-day access instead of having to pay for the 3 days.
Is that the key then, making it affordable for folks to come to get them down there?
Yeah, we're wanting folks to be able to bring their kids, bring a family down. I believe right now that we're talking about under 12 is free. Okay. So,
well, that brings up a good, do you have sponsors lined up yet, or?
We're working with several people right now to be full name sponsors. We haven't locked anybody in yet, but this is all new.
Great. Have you talked to the city?
We have reached out to the city and have not received anything back, but we just reached out to them yesterday.
So you're really trying to build this. What do people do if they're hearing you now and they want to help make this happen? Where do they go? How do they get in touch with you?
They can look up our Facebook group. It's Evansville Regatta. I think it's 2024 is the regatta is the name, or they can email us at evansville.regatta2024@gmail.com.
Okay, and this is for August of 2024 is your target date?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
We're looking at the 9th, 10th, and 11th of August of 2024.
All right. Christopher Phillips, president of the Evansville Regatta Committee. Thanks so much for shining some light on this and let folks know about this, and
thanks for having me.
Keep us abreast of how it all goes in the future. All right. Thank you so much for being here.